Good morning, everyone. As you start your day, you might notice the sky looking a bit more dramatic than usual, with thick clouds and a sense of anticipation in the air. That's because we're entering a period of highly unsettled weather that could impact millions across the country. The weather map for November is lighting up with activity, signaling a highly active and potentially disruptive period ahead for much of the United States. Multiple storm systems are brewing, and their effects could be felt from coast to coast. Today is November 13, 2025, and we're tracking a series of powerful storms set to sweep across the country over the next several days. These systems are expected to arrive in quick succession, bringing a variety of hazardous weather conditions. Instead of the typical late autumn chill, we're seeing an influx of warm, moist air surging northward from the Gulf of Mexico. This unusual pattern is fueling the storms, making them stronger and more widespread than what we'd normally expect for this time of year. The added moisture means heavier rainfall and a greater risk for severe weather. The main threats in the coming weeks include heavy rainfall that could quickly lead to flooding, rivers rising above their banks, and severe thunderstorms. What's especially notable is that these threats may extend farther north than usual, putting areas that typically see calmer weather in November at risk. We're looking at a parade of storms, each with its own unique impacts, moving from the west coast all the way to the east. Some regions may experience back-to-back storms, increasing the potential for cumulative damage and disruption to daily life. Both the American GFS and European ECMWF weather models are in agreement that a stormy pattern is locked in, but they differ on the specifics, such as the exact track, strength and timing of each system. These differences make forecasting more challenging and highlight the need for close monitoring. Because the models don't line up perfectly, the outcomes could vary significantly from one region to another, and that's why it's so important to stay updated as new information comes in. We'll be here to keep you informed every step of the way. The key right now is to stay weather aware and be prepared for sudden changes. Dangerous conditions are possible, ranging from flash flooding in urban areas to damaging winds that could bring down trees and power lines, and even the risk of tornadoes in some spots. These hazards can develop quickly, so it's crucial to have a plan in place. In the days ahead, we'll break down each storm as it approaches and highlight the areas most at risk. Make sure to check back for updates, follow local alerts, and take any warnings seriously. Stay tuned and stay informed as we navigate this unsettled weather pattern together. The first storm is already making its presence felt, starting as a cutoff low off the Pacific coast. It's moving inland, bringing rain to California, Nevada, Utah, and Arizona, regions that could see localized flooding. Higher elevations in the Sierra Nevada and Rockies will get the season's first significant snow, great for ski resorts but hazardous for travel. By early next week, this system moves east, tapping Gulf moisture and re-energizing as it hits the plains and Mississippi Valley. While the weakest of the three storms, it sets the stage by saturating the ground and establishing the storm track for those that follow. Think of it as the lead blocker, priming the atmosphere for bigger events. Its impacts are widespread, signaling a major shift in our weather pattern. This is just the beginning of a very active stretch. Let's zoom in on the threats from this first storm. Heavy rain is the main concern for the west. San Diego to San Francisco, Las Vegas and Phoenix could see substantial totals. Atmospheric river events can overwhelm drainage and trigger flash floods or mudslides, especially in burn-scar areas. In the mountains, significant snow will build up the snowpack but create dangerous travel. Expect chain controls and possible closures. As the system moves into the plains, the focus shifts to isolated strong thunderstorms and more heavy rain for the central U.S. By the time it reaches the Great Lakes and Northeast, it will weaken, bringing only scattered showers. Its main legacy, widespread moisture and a reinforced storm track. This is just the appetizer. Check your preparedness before the main storms arrive. Stay alert as the pattern evolves. Hot on the heels of the first, a second, more powerful storm arrives mid-next week. This one is stronger, tapping even more Gulf moisture and bringing a sharper temperature contrast. The clash of warm, humid air and cold, dry air will fuel rapid intensification as it moves into the central U.S. Unlike the first, this storm could impact over a dozen states with flooding rains, heavy snow, and a significant severe weather outbreak. It arrives in the west Tuesday and Wednesday, with lower snow levels and more widespread impacts. As it crosses the Rockies, expect rapid intensification, and the most dangerous phase for the central and southern U.S. dew points will be more typical of spring, increasing the risk for both flooding and severe storms. Everyone in the central and southern states should be watching this system closely. For this second storm, our two main models, the American GFS and European ECMWF, agree on a major event, but differ on the details. The GFS, or Global Forecast System, is known for its high-resolution data and frequent updates, while the ECMWF, or European Center for Medium-Range Weather Forecasts, is often praised for its accuracy and long-term predictions. The ECMWF shows a weaker low but a powerful cold front, suggesting a widespread severe weather outbreak with damaging winds, hail and tornadoes, especially in the Mississippi and Ohio valleys. This model indicates that the cold front will sweep through these regions, triggering severe thunderstorms and potentially life-threatening weather conditions. The GFS, meanwhile, predicts a massive, slow-moving storm centered further west, leading to prolonged heavy rain and flooding in Oklahoma, Kansas, and Missouri. This scenario suggests that the storm will linger over these areas, causing significant rainfall accumulations and increasing the risk of flash flooding and river flooding. Both models highlight severe weather and flooding, but the exact impacts depend on which scenario plays out. The differences in these models underscore the challenges in weather forecasting, where small changes in atmospheric conditions can lead to vastly different outcomes. The GFS tends to over-amplify, while the ECMWF can underestimate intensity, so the truth may lie in between. Meteorologists often use a blend of these models to create a more balanced forecast, taking into account the strengths and weaknesses of each. What matters, both models agree the ingredients for a dangerous storm are there. High moisture levels, atmospheric instability, and strong wind shear are all present, setting the stage for potentially severe weather. As we get closer, model agreement will improve, and will pinpoint the highest risks. Continuous updates and refinements to the models will help meteorologists provide more accurate forecasts, allowing people to better prepare for the impending storm. For now, confidence is high that a significant storm is coming. Residents in the affected areas should stay informed and be ready to take action as the situation develops. Stay tuned for updates as the models converge. Preparation is key. Make sure to have an emergency plan in place, and keep an eye on the latest weather reports to stay safe. No matter which model wins out, the main threats from this second storm are severe weather and flooding. Unusually warm, moist air ahead of the storm will fuel explosive thunderstorm development along a powerful cold front. The severe risk zone stretches from Texas and Louisiana north into the Midwest, an unusually large area for November. Damaging winds, large hail, and tornadoes are all possible, with the threat shifting east from Thursday through Saturday. Flooding is a major concern, especially where storms repeatedly hit the same areas. With already saturated ground, flash flooding could be rapid and severe. This storm is the most dangerous of the series. Prepare now, have multiple ways to get warnings, and know your safety plan. Don't wait until the last minute. As the second storm clears, a third system arrives during Thanksgiving week, bringing more active weather and a blast of cold air. This could finally shift the pattern toward true winter for much of the country. The third storm's track will determine who gets rain, a wintry mix, or significant snow. The ECMWF favors another severe weather outbreak in the south, while the GFS hints at a major snowstorm in the central plains and Midwest. If the GFS is right, cold air could plunge deep south, dramatically changing travel plans. Thanksgiving week could see heavy rain, severe storms, snow, and strong winds. Major travel disruptions are possible. Flexibility is essential. Monitor the forecast closely if you're traveling. Don't assume the weather will cooperate. Be ready for last-minute changes. With the third storm, snow becomes a serious concern, especially for the northern U.S. The GFS model points to heavy snow across the northern plains. North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, and Wisconsin could see over a foot. Strong winds may create blizzard conditions, impacting major travel hubs like Minneapolis and highways like I-94 and I-29. For many, this could be the first major snowstorm of the season. Don't get caught off guard. The contrast between severe weather in the south and heavy snow in the north could be dramatic. The snow forecast is still uncertain, with the ECMWF keeping the heaviest snow in Canada. but the potential for a high-impact winter storm is real and must be taken seriously. If you're traveling through the northern plains or Midwest, have a backup plan. This part of the forecast could change quickly. Stay alert. November 2025 is shaping up to be stormy and unpredictable, with 3 major systems lined up. These systems are expected to bring a mix of heavy rain, strong winds, and possibly even snow in some regions. The pattern is fueled by unusual warmth and moisture, raising the risk for flooding and severe weather. This combination of factors is creating a volatile atmosphere, making it crucial for everyone to stay informed and prepared. Details will change, but the message is clear. Heightened awareness and preparation are essential. Stock up on necessary supplies, ensure your emergency kits are up to date, and have a plan in place for your family. Weather models aren't perfect, and small changes can mean big differences in impacts. Meteorologists are working around the clock to provide the most accurate forecasts, but it's important to stay flexible and ready for sudden changes. Make sure you have reliable ways to get weather alerts, and know your safety plans for tornadoes and floods. This includes having multiple sources for alerts, such as weather apps, radios, and community warning systems. If you're traveling, especially around Thanksgiving, build in extra time and check forecasts for your route. Weather conditions can change rapidly, so having a flexible travel plan can help you avoid dangerous situations. Nature's power is on full display. While we can't stop the storms, we can prepare. Understanding the potential risks and taking proactive steps can significantly reduce the impact on your life and property. Stay tuned to local updates and follow emergency advice. Local authorities and news outlets will provide the latest information and instructions to keep you safe. Preparation makes all the difference when severe weather strikes. Taking the time to secure your home and gather necessary supplies can help you weather the storm more comfortably and safely. We'll keep you updated around the clock to help you stay safe this November. Our team is dedicated to providing continuous coverage and the latest information to ensure you and your loved ones are well prepared.